Hello everybody, it is Thursday the 28th of July. I want to talk about the AI and the Great Reset, the thought of the AI and the Great Reset. Because in the first instance, although they are diverting our attention to something outside of us, they're creating images to these words. It's actually speaking about something inside of us. It is happening inside of us. We are the AI, and the Great Reset is happening inside of us. And that is where we must look, and that is where we must understand it. I also want to talk about what we are and we are something that is caught between heaven and earth. And we are one and we are affected by the other. And that is our true nature. That is who we are. And I want to first of all now revisit Egypt, hopefully for the last time. And then hopefully after that I'm going to be free of Egypt. Stuff that my friend said about Egypt, which was actually not right. She said that Egypt was a nature religion. And they weren't. That is the whole point. They were not a nature religion. They were astronomers. They did not look to nature. They looked to the heavens. They understood the forces of the cosmos. That's where they were looking for their guidance. And it was not just Egypt. There's a lot of what we call great civilizations. And we know that their buildings were used in some way for astronomy. So those were the civilizations that looked to the heavens. They were not nature religions. The gods of Egypt were celestial beings that ordered the affairs of men here on earth according to the celestial laws. So, and I leave a link to a video, and that was on after school, and that really was the bit that got me thinking. And it was a lament of Thoth, saying how Egypt was the perfect copy of the cosmos. Because that is what they did. As above, so below, was their thinking. And it's not like all creation is not created by the same forces. It is. There's only one creator. And it is the same forces that create everything. And create balance in everything. But they saw the forces in the cosmos, and they saw how the forces created an order between the celestial bodies, between the planets and stuff like that. And then they brought that order to Earth. This is how the forces work, so they must work like that here. This is not a place of planets and celestial bodies. This is a place of biological life. And although it may be governed by the same forces, not in the same way. It is, and I would say it is if you vary the forces of the Creator, to what strengths do you use them, how do they interact with each other. So if you create variations in the forces, you create different possibilities. And Earth and biological life is a different possibility from the cosmos as a whole. So basically they brought a law down to Earth that was not meant for Earth. That was meant to do something else. It was meant to create order in the stars, not amongst biological life. And here comes what I wanted to talk about, the AI and the Great Reset. Now, we are, and here's the thing, the Earth is created by the same forces, but it has got its own order. Our bodies are of this Earth. Our bodies should function within the order of those forces that regulate biological life. Yeah? And if you bring that other order and impose it on this, then and you think and do according to that other order, which is, you could say it's alien. Yeah, it is coming from the heavens. It is alien to us. And then your logic becomes inside the construct of that order. And then that is an artificial intelligence, an artificial logic. It is, the opposite would be a natural logic, according to your nature. So that is how we are the artificial intelligence, because we're operating within a construct that is not natural to this earth. It may be natural to the cosmos, but not here. And then my friend said, you know, in Egypt, they did not have to take the gold of the people by force, but the people brought the gold out of their own free will. And that tomb raiding did not start until basically the order had broken down, which is correct. But there you can actually see the lunacy in operating in this artificial to us construct, where when you have nothing left, yeah, and things are going really bad. So what does the intelligence inside that construct tell you to do? It says, well, what you do is you take what little you have left and you take it to a bunch of rotting corpses and they will see you right. Or in religion, take it to the temple. Yeah, the temple will see you right. When did the temple ever see anybody right, apart from their own priests? But that is what passes for logic inside of that artificial construct thinking. And after a while, there is a reset. There always was a reset. And that is, we are resetting back to our nature, to our true selves. That is what creates the tribulations. It's when we wake up and see that what is happening, and we see that at the moment. We're being screwed. What passed for this great construct that we're living in that should take care of us, we can see it doesn't. We are not its priority. Life is not its priority. Life was not the priority of Egypt. The heavens were the priority of Egypt. And life had to serve, do according to. So this is where we're waking up now. This is where we are resetting back to what we actually are. Or as it says in the Bible, why does the Great Tribulation happen? Because the powers of heaven will be shaken. The powers imposed according to the heavens will be shaken because we are no longer buying it. And then comes a time of lawlessness. Because even though that cosmic order is not us, it still created an order. And it keeps order as long as we are unconscious inside and think according to it. So then when it breaks down, there is a time period where there's no order. Yeah, well, we're coming out of one, but we still don't know what the other is, really. And we've forgotten who we are. And here's the last thing I want to say, and that is, again, my friend said, and I think she is right, that in this time of lawlessness, now she says they will bring in a deception of aliens. That might be one way it's working. I mean, the Bible says something will come from heaven, and there again, aliens or something from heaven. And why? Because in this time of lawlessness, we are trained to look for salvation. Where? Back to the cosmos. Back to the cosmos. Back to the heavens. That's where we're waiting for salvation to come from. To bring another order derived from the cosmos back to earth. And we're going around in circles because we're doing this over and over and over again. We're not looking to what our true laws are. Now, as I said, everything is created by the same forces. And Earth has got its own way of using these forces. They are in a certain order to create balance amongst biological forms. And it is not that we are unaffected by the rays of the cosmos. I mean, even in the physical form, you can see that Earth is affected by cosmic rays. So you could say, yes, the gods are meddling with the affairs of Earth. That is just how it is. So that's why I said we're kind of caught in between. We are rooted in one, but we are affected by the other. And that is actually our truth. That is who we are. But then where should our priorities lie? Yeah? How do we do we deal with these rays when the gods are affecting us here on earth? And, well, if you say it is information coming from the field, from everywhere else, and that people get epiphanies, yeah? How should you use these things? And then I would say that our first priority must be to maintain this garden. Yeah? Whatever is being given, received, must be used in such a way that it maintains this garden in the first place. Not to remodel the entire garden to become an image of the cosmos, because we are not the cosmos. But there might be something in there that is helpful to us here to maintain ourselves in this world. Go for it. Absolutely. If it's helpful, do it. If it's not helpful here, or if it turns out to be destructive, then reject this idea. It might work somewhere else. There's nothing in creation that is bad. It's just what is food for one may be poison to another, because it's just all different forms. It has created a multitude of different forms. And all the forms do not thrive on the same thing. And it's not just because it's coming from somewhere else, it's so much greater than us. If it doesn't serve us, send those gods packing. Send them back to where they came from. So this is, to me, what is happening. As I said, most of the greatest civilizations, they were not nature civilizations. Those that built the great buildings, they were mostly astronomers. So that is to say, they tried to gain an understanding of the forces by looking to the cosmos, not looking to what's right in front of their nose. And then they brought that order to Earth. And that is the order that will create balance between the stars, and the same way those forces are worked are not creating order between biological forms, because it's a different setting. And that is our truth. That is who we are. The earth has got its own way of doing things. And we are rooted in that way. That is nature religion. But we are affected by cosmic rays. That is to say, the heavens are meddling with us. But it is up to us what we take in and what we reject. And our intelligence should be based in our nature. It should be a natural intelligence, not an artificial intelligence operating within a construct that is alien to this world. That is artificial intelligence. And the thing is that we will reset. Sooner or later, we will reset. And as I said, at the moment we are resetting, the whole thing is falling apart. And where do we look for salvation? Back to the heavens. And that's the thing, the only place we're not allowed to look is our own nature, because that has been condemned as inferior, as evil. But that's where our truth, where the true structure will come from, out of the knowledge of ourselves, grown out of our true nature. And it's not evil. Our nature is not evil. Anyway, I will leave it at that for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.